your sessions were very excellent. Basically, well accepted and appreciated, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So I requested you to take one session for this batch also, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir.
I'm just doing the work with what we have done it in Pune city. I just wanted to transfer, and then the eminent professors and all, the ones who are going to create the next future workforce, they are teaching to the new future workforce. So थोड़ा सा उनका जो है उसमें ये जो कुछ किया हुआ है वो अगर उन्होंने pass on kiya, then it will be an visionary workforce which will come out. Or I will also take the responsibility because I am from the same age sir has. I'm just talking to the PA. So in development के जो हमारा ड्राइव है उसके आड़ में हमने बहुत सारी आपत्तियां भी तैयार की है. So we have done so much of mistakes under the name of development, and that is what it is coming out as a different as in the उसके जो implications है वो हमें आपकी पीढ़ी को भुगतने पड़ रहे हैं. So we are sorry for that. However, we have taken this one is very on the terms of responsibility, and कुछ अच्छे चीजें की हुए जो आपको पसंद आती है या फिर उसके जो आउटकम्स है वो आपने फॉलो करके नए टास्क फोर्स को जो जनरेट होने वाली है उनको दिया, तो इट विल कम आउट वेरी नाइस. हम वी विल गो बैक टू द सुखदाम सुफलाम जो ये थी अपनी अर्थ, उस हिसाब से चले जाएंगे. So that is what our effort is, and this is what CIDC also is into. One of the goals of CIDC is also there. AICT is also doing the same thing. So we are just a small contributors into it, and then that is what we are presenting, and hope for the better future.
Thanks, sir. Basically, sir, you are conveying your concept, basically the development and the, even as you have discussed that the ill effect of development. So all these, we are conveying all this to the ambassadors, because sir, young engineering faculties are maybe ambassador of the industry in the academia, sir. So, sir, now with your permission, let us start the session, sir.
Yeah, fine. So I will just share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Before that, I'm just wanted to thank, because हम directly बात करना चालू किए. So whoever has joined, and then the ones who are going to join. So thank you very much for being here in this late afternoon. अभी कॉलेजेस शुरू हो गए होंगे मुझे लगता है, बट नहीं है तो फिर इट विल बी अ वेरी लेजी आफ्टरनून obviously, because it will be work from home. However, I will not keep this one, we will keep it then very interactive. You will definitely love what Pune has done, and this is what I'm going to present. Any questions and all, we will be able to take it later on once I will finish my presentation. Please keep the note. Probably you can actually type down it into the comment box. So if you have any questions and if you are going to miss it, that is what you think, then you can put it onto comment box. So we will come back to those questions again. Now I will start my presentation. Thank you, sir, Pawan sir, again for giving the opportunity for Pune Smart City and representing Pune Smart City for presenting this and taking this session.
Sir, just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
To share your brief introduction, sir. It is very difficult to give your introduction, but it is customary. So I am submitting your brief introduction in the participants. Engineer Aniruddha Shahpure, extraordinary personality, having extraordinary achievements and very, very diversified personality. He is an electrical and electronics engineer and MBA. He is senior member of IEEE, chartered engineer and certified industry 4.0 professional. For more than 2 decades, he has been affiliated to multinationals like Schneider Electric, Mitsubishi, Omron, Capgemini, an excellent administrator, technologist, and implementer. He has governed and executed multi-million-dollar projects in the industrial automation and IT sectors across Europe, Asia, and African continents. He was section chairman of IEEE Region 8, organizing chair and advisor at various IEEE international conferences. He has a very different personality and achievement also. He volunteers for Save Earth initiatives and participated wildlife preservation with African wildlife for more than a decade. Now, he is active member of IEEE Standard Association and involved in various working groups committees defining standards. Presently, he is Chief Knowledge Officer at Pune Smart City Development Corporation Limited, Pune. So, sir, with these words, I request you to take the session, sir. Please, sir. So now I am handing over session to you, sir. Sir, your voice is not coming. You are muted, sir.
Whatever it may be the case, this always happens. Either you're on mute when you're going to start your presentation, then presentation starts, but no one can see it. So I think there is a lot of improvement which we have to put it up into online media, I mean online facilities basically. So अपने पहले ही मालूम पड़ गया आप सब लोगों को कि what kind of subject which we have to actually keep the focus on. So let me just share this. Hope you can see my screen. Is it okay?
Is it okay, sir? But please start from the first slide, sir.
Yeah, now I'm on the first slide. Just check it out whether it is there. Is it okay? Or still not?
Yes, sir. Slide is visible. Your audio is clear. Yes, sir. First slide.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. I'm happy to represent Pune Smart City Development Corporation, myself, Engineer Aniruddha Shahpure. I'm a Chief Knowledge Officer at Pune Smart City Development Corporation since last 2 years. And I'm very proud to be part of such an organization. It's a special purpose vehicle under Smart City Mission of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, which wanted to have the vision to create livable city and sustainable city. So once the mission has been selected Pune as being towards the smart city, it has considered to be a lighthouse project. So there are different kinds of initiatives which we have taken in past 6 years and implemented rather for in the different kinds of project, in different kinds of project executed pan city or in area-based development, which is this one. Just let me know whether the screens are available, okay, visible. I'm just changing the slide. So Pune Smart City is for Pune. However, there are two sections. Some of the pan city projects are taken for across Pune, but infrastructural projects are taken under Aund, Baner and Balewadi. That is under ABD, area-based development. So infrastructure projects have been defined in this particular one. Aund, Baner and Balewadi, about 16 square kilometers of area, where you can see actually the Aund was at the time when it was declared smart city. Aund was about 90-95% urbanized. There was some development in Baner, and it was nothing was happening in Balewadi. So we had had a chance to amalgam of all the situations of putting the infrastructure, starting from the planning, how to plan better in the developed or infrastructure ready cities, places rather, and how to develop and plan the barren field, the green field. So this is what it has happened, and after 3 to 4 years of continuous putting up the development, Pune has become the second most livable city. This one is for 2021. 2022 is going to be announced, and Pune, last time we have assured that we will be on the number one. So Pune will be number one this year for 2022. It will be soon. It will be soon declared. For the projects, we have about more than 25 awards which we have got for last 5 years. Scotch Awards and Smart City Awards, and there are different projects which we have presented and then put up into the cities for the citizens, and then we have got these awards. So coming to the briefs of the projects which we have covered into the city is the one which is for the pan city is smart elements. Then we are involved into electric bus, introduction of electric bus, first kind of this one in Pune. The area-based under the area-based development, place-making themes. So something like patriotic theme, community farming theme. I will come back to these particular ones into details. Environment park, then park for specially abled, augmented reality park, COE for complementary art, science park, Bookzania. So these are the places which we have developed. Then these are amenity spaces lying vacant, ignored. And most of the times what happens is, I will just tell you about if one area is getting developed, the architect makes the boundaries according to whatever the available space. They build up big towers, and then you remain with such area where you can't do anything. So either it gets converted to the swamp, or it gets converted to as a dumping ground. So here these are the such kind of ignored spaces being identified, and then we have put these to better use, like putting up the furniture and putting up themes like this. So again, on pan city basis, we are doing hospital management information systems. So Pune has about 89 hospitals, PHCs and test labs of Pune Municipal Corporation, which is there for the citizens. And these all are going to be connected through an integrated platform So you will have history of the patient. It will be starting from the admission of the patient to the discharge. This will be the record will be kept. It will be retrieved. It will be electronically transferred from doctors to doctors, and then you don't have to carry papers all the time. You have to go to the lab and then you give the reader, then only it will be shown to the doctor. So doctors will be assigned, the doctors will directly get the electronic reports, it will be in front of it. So saving the time, taking the more faster and quicker decisions and responsible decisions. Adaptive traffic management systems. Obviously, this one is a project which has launched recently, and it will be for the streamlining the traffic into Pune city. So the stretches have been identified in the first phase, and those stretches are going to be implemented with advanced, intelligent, and artificial intelligence and machine learning based traffic management system, where the reducing travel time and both ways. I mean, once you reduce the travel time, you conserve the environment, you have more efficient vehicles traveling on the road. On the other hand, there is a smoother traffic creates more stable minds, I would say. Rather अपना जो सबसे ज़्यादा rage होता है, that one comes out on the traffic, on the road. So that will also be beneficial for the health also. So Pune Smart City is one of the first to establish the command control center. So you can see the images on the left. You can see it's a Pune Smart City Command Control Center, the building, the entrance, and then on the right you can see the dashboard where you can see the number and all, the window, the wall, the video wall, and the people sitting out there. And then you see these elements which are connected. So variable messaging displays, the public address system, environment sensors, flood sensors, then emergency call boxes. These are the ones which are being used now frequently. I mean, we have the use cases which we have already addressed in the city. The roads which we have developed, there are cycle tracks. It's according to the IR standards. I'm just giving you some pictures which we have developed. Around 40 kilometers of roads being developed in this particular area. 22.5 kilometers of cycle track. Obviously, there are a lot of problems. You cannot have 22 kilometers of cycle track and the one stretch. So, but the longest stretch is about 3.5 kilometers. So that one is also very, appreciable, that we could find 3.5 kilometers of stretch which can be used for cycling. Obviously, there are crossovers, there are the hindrances where it emerges into one lane. However, we are trying to make this one cycle friendly area, walk friendly area. The footpaths are there. So all 40 kilometers roads are two-way footpaths on the both sides. So this is what how you can see, like in the one the trees are also on the footpaths are maintained, and then we had these different kinds of grouting to that, and then the one which we have preserved. I will go now in detail with the integrated command control center. This one is, I just wanted to tell you about, we have converted, this was actually developed, and it was doing its job by the time when the corona pandemic hit. When the corona pandemic hit, the integrated command control center was transformed to a control room or the war room to handle the corona crisis within 36 hours. Imagine if you wanted to build something like this, from starting from scratch, it's like more than 6 to 7 months, even if you do it on war footing. So this one is a facility which actually is transformed within 36 hours. And then all the team of frontline workers, the warriors, rather I would say, Corona warriors, have been basically, started working within that time. So no time the services were available. So we have done a lot many other facilities, provided other facilities for this. So aggregating the various data of patients where the specific, I will show you the COVID management which we have done. So this is GIS tracking of these data, analytical models which we have put, the graphs.
Sir, your slide is not moving forward, sir.
Which is on the which slide you are on? I'm on.
It is first slide, sir. Still we are on the first slide.
Let me do this way. Is it okay now? Are we able to see? Now can you see? I will just put it up, on the not on the presentation mode, but then I will just zoom it. Is it okay? Is it okay? Can you see this?
ठीक है मैडम, मैं और कुछ लेटर भेज रहा हूँ मैडम, उसको थोड़ा सा आप देख भी लीजिए. ठीक.
Anyone from sir, अभी दिख रही है स्लाइड सर?
हाँ सर, स्लाइड दिख रही है, बट इट इज प्रोबेबली सेकंड स्लाइड सर.
हाँ, तो अभी मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, आई विल गो बैक टू द, आई विल नॉट पुट द स्लाइड शो किया तो फिर मेरी मूव नहीं हो रही है शायद, ऐसा है स्लाइड. अभी मूव हो रही है सर?
वो सर मैनुअली उसको मूव करा लिया करिए.
हाँ, मैनुअल मूव करता हूँ. So this is what I have talked about, the livable city, that we have got the second most livable city award. Then these are the Scotch awards. These are the key projects which I have talked about. This is the Pune Smart City Command Control Center. Now the slides are moving, I think.
Yes, sir. Now moving.
Right?
Moving, sir.
Okay. So I will just little bit adjust it into the screen size. Yeah. These are the roads which I have talked about. The snapshots of smart roads. This is the command control center. Now I'm moving down to the integrated command control center. So this is where we were. I will come back again in the details of the developments of the smart structures which we have, infrastructures which we have done. So this is something which I would like to share, that command control center which is done, which is developed here, has been transformed into a war room, COVID war room within 36 hours. So I was explaining the how we have converted and we have done the COVID management there. So we started getting the data from a field. We have realized when we have put up some different algorithms and data analytics which we have done, then we found a pattern. So we plotted these ones accordingly, and then this automatically became not war room but strategy room. And then from here itself the decisions would have been taken. So the containment zone mapping, you can see this. The red dots are the once the patients, this was the peak time when we were getting about 1,000 to 2,000, 1,000 to 1,500 patients a day. So green are the recover ones, the blue are the deads. So this is what we have mapped, and according to that we have actually pinpointed the ward wise, the prabhag wise rather, containment zones. So reaching to those people, the patients, reaching to the non-patients rather, and reaching with all the resources, the supplies, has become very much easier for us to deploy the such a services. So then we have set up the central war room where the 4 IP lines were put, and all the 15 ward officers connected are on that phone line, and then every ward has been monitored. So it was reaching to the last connectivity, last mile, last resource, and last person who was supposed to get the help. So this is how it has helped. So every city, what I think that not every city, but such kind of facilities has to be available. This can be used by other cities also, because the data which is going to get collected is where the other implementations are the ones which are going to happen. Like the ward officers, how the ward of 15 wards of Pune are connected to ICCC. This ICCC is the capacity of ICCC is so huge that we can actually accommodate more and more other villages, other parts, where the similar kind of sensors or similar kind of services can be connected. The data can be collected. It can be put up to different kinds of algorithms. The data analytics can be done. The data mining can be done for the next pandemic. It should not there, but then we can prepare. So this has become a necessity of the cities to have the command control center. This is a preparation of ones for the next pandemics or calamities, whatever. I mean, it should not come basically, but we cannot avoid it. So instead of last moment पानी आपको प्यास लगी तो हम कुआं खोदने जाते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. अभी हम prepared है that it will be there. So I always put it into this way, that we have always been forced to be resilient. Now we have choice to be a resilient. So अपने पास resources रहेंगे और CS रहेगा. So उस हिसाब से हम ये करेंगे, fight करेंगे for the calamities. So what this integrated command control center contains, this is the architecture, a simple architecture, where we have 3 different layers. The sensor layer, actually there's a field, then application layer, and the dashboard, then APIs, different kinds of applications are connected through APIs. The integration is done with the sensors, the emergency boxes, PA systems. These are even the Pune Municipal Care softwares. The grievance model is been incorporated. The police, the cameras are integrated into this particular ones. So it has this the facility where all the data is being gathered here, processed, and then it has shown in the dashboards. We have created SOPs for the standard operating procedures for incident operations. You can see that is the one example which I have put is road accident case. Most of the time, what happens is the information is not reached to the correct department. So once the accident happened, who has to be noted? The hospital, the first thing. Sorry, the first thing is hospital. That is what we think. I mean, it comes out in mind that there should be an ambulance right away. there should be a nearest police station to be. So accident can be of any time. So what we think of first is the fatality. उसको fatality को control करने के लिए, sorry, fatalities को address करने के लिए अपने को ambulance चाहिए. So all of these departments are connected to command control center of help desk of command control center. And abhi tak ka the emergency call boxes, answering the call of emergency call boxes is 5 seconds. So within 5 seconds, someone will definitely answer. Now, the most thing is, हम अगर फोन करके बोलते हैं पुलिस स्टेशन में, तो वो बोलते हैं आप कहाँ पे हो. Most of the time, the वहाँ पे person जो रहता है, उसे मालूम नहीं रहता, because he is not in the state of mind to tell you about, or he goes blank because he has seen something. यहाँ पे जिस कॉल बॉक्स से फॉर्म आपको कॉल किया है, ये कॉल बॉक्स का GIS लोकेशन स्टोर्ड है. So we don't have to do that. We can identify the spot at that moment itself, at the time when we are going to receive, the call. Then automatically the standard operating procedure starts. There is a CCTV. So the concerned CCTV comes on. Then we can actually see the area. Then the nearest ambulance has been connected. The nearest police station has been connected. The variable messaging display can show that on the screen for the traffic diversion. Then public address system, that one also is connected. So all of this can be used and the action is taken. So एक incidents अभी 28 तारीख को incidents हुआ था, 28 फरवरी को. 2 आदमियों ने टैक्सी ली एंड स्वारगेट स्टेशन पे उन्होंने वो उतर गए, एंड देन द टैक्सी फेलो उतर गए और पैसे देने के बहाने उन्होंने दिखाया उसको, एंड देन दे रैन अवे. तो उसने तुरंत ये किया, इमरजेंसी कॉल बॉक्स था, इमरजेंसी कॉल बॉक्स दबाया. विद इन 10 minutes द पुलिस वाज देयर. The person who was been robbed, that is what I mean, cheated, he shown all that. Our camera was on at the time, so we could locate the people there, and then the police, how the police act. Within 2 to 3 hours, the case was closed. The people were caught. So this is how the efficient things are happening when we use and when we implement such kind of systems. This is the integrated command control center. These are the dashboards which I have talked to you about. These are the different kinds of platforms, e-challan. So automatically the challans are generated for the violation trends. Then vehicle tracking systems. All the vehicles right now, it is not all, but then the service vehicles for the solid waste management, the kachra uthane wale vehicles, then ambulances, then the Pune Municipal Corporation की vehicles जो है वो monitor हम करते हैं अभी भी. Street lights are monitored from here. The street lights का SLA है within 2 hours any light to be, अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता है तो उसको ऑन करना है. सो 2 घंटे में हम लाइट अप करते हैं. दैट इज द मैक्सिमम टाइम व्हिच हैज बीन ऑल टेकन. Then we have TomTom, so connected to all these, and then all are the variable messaging displays. The variable messaging displays, what I am talking about is the 161 displays placed across Pune. So we can actually have the location-wise information, the awareness messages, the traffic diversions, which can be displayed. ITM Suffer, which is connected to our command control center, where we get all the information regarding the environment, the weather. Then the PMC Care, the grievance, the ward-wise citizen complaints have been addressed, and those complaints have been tracked down to the and then diverted to the particular person who can actually take those ones, the actions. CCTV cameras, about 3,000 cameras are connected. So those feeds are available. I wanted to show you the elements which are connected. I think, yeah. The smart elements which are connected to this particular command control center is the Wi-Fi hotspots. We have given free Wi-Fi hotspots in particular locations of public garden, hospitals, and police stations, and other strategic locations where the crowded junctions and the major bus stops are available. So about 300 places you will get free Wi-Fi. And believe me, it is yesterday's review we have taken. We have 1.7 TB data is downloaded every day in Pune, and more than 11,000 to 12,000 people using this particular Wi-Fi for browsing and all. Just connecting and leaving, that is another part. I'm not talking the actual people who are using, the students, they are using, the people who are traveling, they are the ones who are using these ones. So it's actually into the benefits of the people. That is what happened. 161 location. I have told you about the variable messaging displays. Emergency call boxes, which is for the citizen safety, and then notification of emergency situations, accidents, and all in the nearest facility. Are 136 places. Public address systems, where actually the location wise, like every 136 loudspeaker can be played with a different audio message. So it's a localized audio message. 50 environment sensors which we have put. Those actually get not only the air quality, however the sound and noise pollution also. And about 32 flood sensors. We have increased this one to 50 sensors now. Pune is based on two river banks, Mula and Budha, and then it is measured to have floods in most of the rainy season, most of the time in the rainy season. And also there are 3-4 dams around the area, and then that can be actually, the water can be discharged into this. So according to that, the level can be increased. So early warnings can be done. Those are all connected. Apart from this, there is a flood sensor simulation module, and it's a predictive model is been also put up as a use case, and that one can give you the prediction for more than 16 to 17 days. So 16 to 17 days prior information of flooding can be put up. Hello, is okay? Yeah? Right. So these are the variable messaging displays which we can put it up. So this one is mission 0 Nehmi Sharirik Antar Japa is what for the COVID which we have put. So there are different slides. I will show you the slides which we put it up into on waste, the Swachh Abhiyan, then again for the Corona. Where this one is Pune Wi-Fi. You can see people in the garden, they are using free Wi-Fi. It's a very high speed, and then about on the 300 odd locations which we have put. This is the specific emergency call box. And apart from this one, emergency call box is not only one-way communication, it's a two-way communication also, where this camera can be put on and can be used for the surveillance from the proactively from the command control center. So you can actually put on the camera from this and then have the vigilance done for that particular area. So this is the one which is widely used in Pune. These public address systems. So we put up all the kinds of broadcast audio messages and all. Environment sensors and flood sensors, which is about 50 locations which we have put environment sensor. However, this is not for the air quality index to calculate the air quality index of Pune city, but the local level, where if the noise pollution is there and the CO2 is there, you can actually identify that this particular area is crowded with the vehicles. So this kind of analytics is being done, and then it is deployed. The help has been deployed. Help used to be deployed, or the cause is being removed from there. So PA systems which we have used to put it up, the COVID, COVID messages from Honorable Mayor, Honorable Municipal Commissioner. You can see these live feeds of the date. You can see March 30th. So these are the live feeds. Definitely no one was there on the road. You can actually notice these are the very, very busy right now. I mean, at the normal time, the Pune University Square and Hadapsar Gaditay is the most crowded places. Now, these are the ones which we have used for the checking it on terms of these in the Corona time. Some of the use cases I would like to mention here. Now, when we have connected such kind of data, this kind of sensors which we have connected to the command control center, no doubt there will be a huge data generated. So Mission and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs have collaborated with IISc, Indian Institute of Science, and other prime institutes to form a standard mechanism to share the data. So this is called IUDX, India Urban Data Exchange Program, where all the cities are connected through APIs, and then all the data is being gathered there and make it available for the people within the to the people to create different kinds of use cases for that. So we have Pune, proudly we can say, on that Pune Urban Data Exchange, we have about 850 different kinds of data sets which are available. And these, you might be putting up such a units to have the scripted data sets where you can use your algorithms. I would urge to log into IUDX site, get the actual data, which is the real-time data, which is available there, and then test your models. Similar way, we have done the flood detection system. According to that only, we have created algorithms where the flood monitoring and flood detection systems have been placed. The one which I have explained it to you. The rain forecast, the rain and dam level, the rain and canal level, the rain and dam discharge, mapping canal levels and geospatial images of the flood areas. These all data is being covered, and then the levels, actual levels have been marked. And according to that, we have created a model where what kind of catchment areas, what kind of flood scenarios can cause. And then the particular areas have been flashed, so we can actually have the action taken. So this is kind of things which we can actually put with just 50 sensors. We are covering this kind of area, and then we are having a better vision out of how to arrest the flood situation. So it's not the flood which Pune has done, it's only on flood. You can do it on n number of situations with sensors like this. Then the smart surveillance. So surveillance is not only the CCTV feed and then person is sitting there and looking at it. We can actually generate some AI-based video analytics schemes where you can actually have powerful geographical visualization. Then you can have multi-agency collaboration done for decision making. then you can actually now people are coming up with different kinds of video analytics softwares where the feed can be analyzed for with the gestures, with the suspicious actions. So these SOPs can be generated, and according to that, we can have the clear vigilance on the municipal assets, not only municipal assets, but even the people, the safety of the people, that can be done. Now, when we talk about the safety of the people, then we have gone a little bit step ahead, and with a company who has developed this, a smart city itself creates this and then put it up for the implementation with the different kinds of partners. So Safety Pin is a partner which have developed one mobile app where the application gives you the geotag day night time of photographs. You can actually collect those, and then it is put up to an woman safety, considering women, children, and senior citizens safety, where you can actually use these ones for the safest routes in your unknown locality. If you don't know that particular place, you can actually check it out on the Google map, that which kind of route you have to take. Then improve lighting situations there. You know what happens is, like, whenever you are walking on one of the roads in city, in daytime you will feel very safe, but in the night time probably there are no lights or not enough light. So you can actually, I mean, here we have given the the smiley boxes, you can smileys you can see. So we can actually rate that particular area in the terms of lighting, in the terms of safety, in the terms of feasibility, and the particular complaint gets launched or gets diverted to the inbox of the particular person who is going to take care of this particular situation, or the action has been expected from. So agar road mein kuch khadda hai and then you put up photograph, automatically geotagged photo will go to the road department, road maintenance department, and that will be land up into his inbox, the particular person's inbox, who is actually a responsible person for that. And then automatically the address will be one. Most of the time, I mean, you can actually consider administrator is also a human being, and there are a lot of other things which come down into in the files and in front of him and him or her. So what happens is, probably he can miss one, or probably she can give a priority to the other one, and it is missed. So if it is missed, then it is not that it is not the administrator doesn't want to address it. It is probably it is missed because of the paper mismatch or the GPS location mismatch. Or here there is no chance. He has its all of that information is available on the portal, which can be looked up by anyone who is responsible, and then it is addressed. So we can put up a task monitoring and all. So these kind of things are already been put in this, and then the solution is used by Pune. The another one which we have done for COVID operation is Arogyadhir. It is a telemedicine. It's a telemedicine app for the citizens, where you can actually reach the available doctor at any time. Even the doctors have this is Arogyadhir, which is the name for the app name for citizens, and Arogyadut is for the doctors. So that one, those ones are only for the doctors. So here you can actually reach. Sometimes what happens is, like, you have running nose, and then you don't have to, or maybe like reaching down to the hospital is a little bit of difficult for you. So you can actually reach to the doctor. You can get the first aid, and from that the doctor will convince you, or probably like it will advise you to go to the nearest, and that facility is also available. So you can go to the nearest hospital nearest PHC or nearest care center where it is available. So it can guide you to that one. It can actually have the appointments. You can actually pre-book appointments onto this. So these are the things which are being used and in Pune for a better uh, patient care. It is launched by our Honorable Mayor and Honorable Commissioner, sir, and then about 17,000 patients of these particular for COVID patients have downloaded this in that particular time. And doctors and patients, see, when they have downloaded this, all the people who are worried about after COVID, that what is happening now, we know that these are the things which happened, but that time it was very difficult. So around 17,000 people have taken the benefit of this particular one. The smart street lights, definitely. This is the one which put up by Tata, and it is given about 12 years of maintenance contract. So all the existing traditional lights been removed and put up with LED lights. 93,000 lights we have changed it to LED. We have about more than 150,000 lights though. Those are already LED. Then expenditure reduced by 58%, and then 6% of reduced carbon footprint in last 3 years only. So you can imagine like how much saving has been done. About 17 lakh. I should not put it that way. It's a 17,315 megawatt of amounting of about 10 crores energy saving has been done for last for the first year of the implementation. This was the saving which we have done. Somebody was put up a comment that the smart grid, right? I'm taking the smart grid. Yeah. So obviously, I mean, smart grid is a very different topic altogether. However, this is a particular part out of it, and then smart grid is going to help out. We are right now monitoring. There are a lot of other things which we are going to change it to LEDs and all. These are very preliminary things. Smart grids are going to help you out into terms of optimizing the use, optimizing the downtime, getting the downtime lesser downtime, operational efficient operations, and so many other things like the billing systems also is going to be considered. This is going to be useful in the terms of when we are going to have EV, the electric vehicles, where there will be a different infrastructure, and then we need to have that one, because at it's a previous scenario. If you have seen that, we used to have still we have the shutdowns in the villages and in towns. We have shutdowns. Every grid has to go down. That is what it is there. Only thing is, cities are now provided with 2 or 3 or 4 grids. That's why cities get power supply, 24 hours of power supply. However, there is also a downtime. So reduce the downtime. I've been with Schneider Electric, and then established about more than 450 66 and 33 kV substations in and across Africa and Europe. So the different kinds of equipments which we are putting up for finding the faults, that is also has been considered into the smart grid. So these are the different techniques which we are going to have. The ring, we are going to have different kinds of so HV rings and all are the ones are going to happen in cities. The planning has to be done that way. Right now, the new cities which are going to come up, we'll definitely have the we'll definitely have the is there any issue if you can see the slide and all, right? It's fine. Or otherwise we can, if somebody has raised the hand, that's why I'm looking.
Sir, presentation is going very well. There
Right.
is no any issue which related to the presentation and discussion and the slide.
Right,
So
sir.
I
Okay.
request participants to please wait for the completion of the session, then we will take the questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. So this is how the things have moved in the terms of smart lighting. It is a very small part of that particular one. You can see the control room and then the lights, the actual before replacement and after replacement. And then you have already seen the numbers. We have saved about, in the first year, we have saved about 10.4 crores of and 58% of energy saving. So this is what the new, rather I would put in a different way, in the sense like this is the first step. There will be definitely different kinds of solutions available for more efficient solutions will be available. Right now we have LEDs, we had CFLs. So technology is getting developed. Now we can have individual solar panels put up to these lights, and then we are not going to use any of grid power. That is also possible. But whether it is going to be an efficient, whether it is going to be safe or efficient in the sense like whether when we want light, whether the light will be on or not. That is what we have to think. On the other hand, we have seen some of the statistics which I'm also looking at, that for producing the electricity, it's battery, and battery is the one who's going to store the energy. Making those batteries is going to cost us more for carbon footprints than whatever we are going to burn the fuel for. That is what some of the things are coming out. I'm not claiming it, but then it is. Then the electronic waste which we are going to generate, how we are going to take care of it. So many questions are there. So many alternatives will be available. So much of research which is going on with people like you. People are the ones who are initiating the R&D. You are initiating the subject matter experts. We are creating the subject matter experts into it, and then coming up with the solutions. Smart cities are the ones who are adopting such kind of solutions and putting into it the practice. So एक POC करते हैं, proof of concept करते हैं. So it is always been, now we are going to have about planning is been done for putting up 4,000 more smart cities. So यहाँ पे अभी जो किया हुआ है, the things we have already done, the projects which we have already implemented, and then the outcomes of those have been observed. We can actually refine, we can actually improve those, and then put this into practice into another upcoming cities. And we will need help from academics for that, to have those ones implementations done. So again, I mean, I would rather put it up in a way that on the other hand, I would like to mention Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, CIDC is with AICT. So there are a lot of collaborations from the government in agencies happening with the institutions, and we are encouraging the startups. We are encouraging the ideas to implement in the benefits of citizen. And then there is even some of the cities have allotted funds for it to have. So you have to just approach to your nearest city wherever your institution is, and then ask for it. So in the same terms, we will go to the different topic of traffic management. So once it is lights, obviously पहले तो traffic light आ जाते हैं. So we have initiated the procedure of traffic management system. The holistic approach is what I can show you. There is a traffic engineering intervention, technology intervention, the regulatory intervention, and civil intervention. These are the 4 different parts. So civil intervention is the specific locations, the crossovers, the junctions are developed in such a way that there will be a smoother and like smoother identification of footpath, of pavements, the lane configurations, the markings, the zebra crossings. So those will be marked. You always see that there are a lot of wires moving around. So we are now going to have these ones underground wiring. The ducts will be placed in a proper way to have the wiring done. So regulatory interventions, once it is already implemented, we have different kinds of regulatory interventions. Triple seat, no wrong way, helmet, not wearing helmet, all those things. Not only that, but then illegal parking, stoppage, U-turns, those ones also be monitored. And now the e-challans and all our system is getting improved, so it can be connected to that. So this is the regulatory intervention. Obviously, our adaptive traffic management will definitely work on having the idea that less vehicles on the red. So when the green is going to change to red, there will be very less vehicles to be there at the signal, and no vested green. No vested green is when the green is on, there should be always a vehicle passing on. So कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि यार क्या यार वहां से गाड़ी नहीं जा रही है और फिर भी वहां का ग्रीन है. So it is timed based. So this one is adaptive. So there are less vehicles, there will be a lesser green on the other side. So it's a adaptive traffic systems which we are going to put. These are the ones who are what's going to be the ATMS highlights, like real-time demand on the location, real-time situation of the area, the historical database of the daytime. So that can be actually converted into the history, and then the analytics can be put up, and then we can actually have the different kinds of initiations can be done. The different kinds of algorithms can be written and then make it improve. So machine learning and all those things will be used here. Again, I mean, this is the established whatever I've talked to you about. I will share this PPT with you, so not to worry about. You can go through all this. These are the components: the cameras, the command control center, the algorithms which are going to be, and then communication network which will be connected on fiber. Another initiative which we have taken into consideration is converting the regular diesel buses to CNG and introducing electric buses. So Pune, as of today, we have about 180 running buses, e-buses. You can see that bus. So this has got a Scotch Award because people are preferring to ride on these particular buses. It's air conditioning, no sound at all. It moves quite nicely. People tend to pay more for this, to have this converted. All the buses, other buses converted, and then they are demanding to start these buses on their routes. So around Pune Mahanagar Parivan Mahamandal Limited, that is our local transport body, PMPML, which has now about 2,000 vehicles in their fleet, and out of that, most of them are converted to CNG. There are no diesel buses now, and around 240 are electric buses. So obviously, I mean, we know how those are there. 149 buses, what I have shown is of Smart City, because Smart City has donated these buses to PMPML through the mission. and about 149 buses on the 5 routes we have started first. Now they have increased the fleet by putting up more 1,000 buses, 100 buses, and then there are more 600 buses are going to be there in the next in the next year, next 1 or 2 years. So again, I mean, if you see the qualities of those buses, it's basically a mistake. Again, it's not pollution. It's a it's a picture. So these are the some comfort specifications of the bus. No addition ticket charge. We have not put those ones. Low noise level, the specific one. Zero pollution, safe travel, and then this is an air conditioning. So it is always preferred. No fuel burden. It's only the electricity and then the charging stations. We have done about the run of 1 crore kilometers till now for the electric buses. These are some testimonies which we have put. So it is a 30-year-old Miss Kirti Chowdhury. The older buses were noisy and dusty. I would often feel nauseous in them every day, and computer class day to the computer classes. The electric buses are pollution-free, air conditioned, and much smoother. Again, Pranav Tikle, 42 years of Hadapsar staying guy, said, I wait for e-buses now. He doesn't want to travel those ones. Those are noiseless enough. So this is what is in the benefit of the citizen. I'm not putting the Pune city is not putting up e-buses into practice because they are going to save the fuel. They are going to downgrade the improve the environment and all. Those are definitely there. However, the citizens, what citizens want. So every city has its own soul. Every city, we have to identify what they want, and according to that we have to put. And then we found out Mera Thela. So this is the application where in India, in Asian countries, you will find the Thelawalas coming out to each and every corner of this corner of India, I would say. So these are the last mile connectivities. These are the ones who are getting you the fresh vegetables at your doorstep. So we have launched these application for the Thelawalas, where the two different kinds of platforms are available for vendor and for customer. What you can see is the simple registration. It's free. Digital payment gateways have been done. So both customer and vendor is happy. Real-time location of the vendor is visible to the customer. So automatically customer can see how many Thelawalas are there in my area in 250 meters of area or radius, or 500 meters of radius, or 1 kilometer of radius. So you can actually have those ones. On the other hand, whatever the inventory is available with the vendor, that one is also possible. So you can see, I will just go to the, here. I mean, you can see the screenshot of the vendor app. Vendor can put up prices and actual real-time pictures of the product right at then and there itself. So you can actually see, the customer can see, and then if you want a carrot and then you find this one's good, you can actually place the order at that moment. Whenever he is going to reach to your society, it will give a message that your order is already there. See, the different kind of connection is happening between customer and vendor now. This kind of different facilities being provided by the city to the people in the benefit of people. And this one has used, now we are going to implement this one in Delhi also. it will soon come out. It will be adopted by the different cities, and this one is free for the cities who are going to adopt, because we have uploaded the code, the source code on the government website now. So that this will be available. With the changes, we can do it. Only thing is you have to monitor. You have to take care of database and data connectivity. So these are the different kinds of applications which we have put. I will just go through some the placemaking projects which we have done. So this is the community farming. So it was a place where it was developed for. It's between the different societies. You can see the picture. Like there are many buildings around this area. So we have put it this way that the farming can be done by the people living around, and it can actually be sold at that particular. So you can see some of the selling stations also. So how you are going to have the farm develop, the garden farming and all that, to encourage that kind of idea, we have put this one. So for the sustainable model, we started growing the vegetables there itself, and those ones. Now it is lush green area. You can actually go and check it out. The different kinds of species, the fruits which are available, the fruit trees, and then sooner or later we are going to create a nursery from it. So local trees can be promoted. This is the in the night what you see, and then beauty of this one is all of this is on powered by solar. It's a solar energy. It is battery and then solar tops you can see. This is the one which for the students called Science Park. So we have a science project, actual living models being done, created in this particular one. I will show you the pictures. With Newton's third law, the different mechanics, then the science experiments which you can actually perform in the lab, but then you can actually feel here. These are the all teachers who have come, because we wanted to have the teachers to get the feel first, and then now it is open for the students. According to the corona restrictions, we are doing it. However, the students are coming and looking at it. So these are the pictures which you can actually see the periodic table. Then this is Bookzania. So usually students are now tend to distract from the books. So we have created some library and some area which has developed, like they are to increase the liking into the actual book reading with the students. So this was the site, the graffiti. So this is the bus which we have put up. So bus mein jaake bacche padh sakte hain. There is a life size book where you can actually enter into the book's shelter and then read. So these are the different kinds of initiatives we have taken, with different kinds of ideas which we have put to encourage the books reading tendency in the students. Life size graffitis are there. So this one is the new one which we are putting up, and this is an augmented reality park where there are 6 domes, the small domes, and then the biggest dome is 10 meters dome, where we are going to have VR effects, like virtual reality effects, and then we are going to show. I will show you another picture out of it. Yeah, this is the actual picture which is getting in the shape. These are the close-ups. And what we are going to show in this is the 3D effects. When now it is 24D also is available. So we are going to have these different kinds of educational videos converted to 4D or 3D or 4D, and then we are going to show this ones to the students. This is one of the roll ball skating. This is specifically Pune game, and it is found. It was designed or found by Pune. It's in making. The roll ball skating, you can see this picture. So it's like ice hockey, but with a big ball and roller skates. So there are different rules and also this kind of roll ball and skating stadium has been done. This is senior citizen park. Beauty of this park is there are no steps, and there are ramps which are and then the rails. So it's all for keeping in the mind of senior citizen. There are places to sit. There are trees. The clear pathways, that is what usually a senior citizen wants. These are the pictures. And it's a defense theme park, so we wanted to have this show the three different armies, three different defense forces, army, navy and air force, and then whatever the so it will be like a wall of fame where all the Veer Chakra awardees will be displayed. A different kind of encouraging victories, and the one which we actually have the live display where we can actually put those different kinds of victories and photos, the real-time pictures can be shown. So these are the things which been taken in as, and then again I'm telling you, these are the places where identified, where those are left like this because no shape, odd shape, and created dumping grounds on that. So we have converted this into. This is a water conservation park. Again, it's in the making phase. So we are going to show different kinds of methods can conserve the water. It's an educational. This is a complete water cycle, how it reaches to you. The fitness and rejuvenation center. So these are the ones which have been developed. This one I wanted to show you about. It is a specially abled park. So people who are specially abled, it is specifically done recreation club for the specially abled people. So according to the way how the specially abled people will be very comfortable, that is where the different kinds of amenities been provided to, facilities been provided. This is again an open garden which is in the making. Basically, that will be soon. About 70% of work is being done, but it will be an open garden. We are going to put up the local trees and local plantation will be there. Biodiversity will be made. This is one of the awarded project which Pune has launched is a smart clinic. So all of that is, you can see, it is put up into a 40-feet container. So there is a doctor's place, there is a dispensary, there is a checking table, everything is in one container. And this can be transformed from one place to another, like this. So these are the three different kinds of the three smart clinics been put in own Baner and Balewadi area. Apart from the regular PHC checks, it has been used for vaccination centers also now. So these are the reusable, reshuffling can be done quickly, and then it can be used for your purpose which is needed at that particular time. So this is how it has. I mean, you can see the dispensary, the doctor, the checking table. Obviously, there will be a fire station, which is the definite need of this any city. So we are going to develop this. We have already developed rather. It's at the handing over stage, operation stage, where we have handed over it in last year. And these are the fire stations, fire engines, which we have given to the fire department. It's a facility center which we have put for the police. So again, it's a PC and then table. So it's a smart Nagri Suvidha Kendra, which is been put up. Adaptive traffic management, we have given these buses and then motorcycles to the police. Roads. So I have shown you about the roads. I will just give you the pictures how it is. Then we will go and actually have the discussion for about 10-15 minutes of the remaining time. So these are the junctions which we have developed. The footpaths. So about 40 kilometers of road. This is the night time which we have taken for the town road. This is again the Pariyar South, the ITI road. Cycle tracks, parking slots. You can see those according to the IR standards. All you don't see any wires going on from the top. All are duct. I'm going to share this slide with you. You can actually have a better view on it. This is a transport, 16.5 kilometers of Balewadi road. Yeah. Very specific ones. I'm just going through this. So these are before and after pictures. These are one available on the websites also. Again, Barnett Street. So development is definitely going on. The one I have shown you on the first slide, that those are the streets, the cycle tracks. Those are being in making. So this is the team. Our CEO is Dr. Sanjay Kolte. He's a Indian Administrative Service, and me, Aniruddha. We have the project management consultancy from PwC, our chief engineer Arun Godbole, and then the team. So this is how it works in Pune Smart City. Thank you very much for listening. I would rather have more conversation with you guys, and you keep on talking about, and then these are the ones which we have done, but there are many ideas behind which we can actually have the interaction and discussion on, and then we can move forward, and we can create different kind of livable cities. That is what I think. Thank you very much. Somebody has raised hand. I can't see. Do you want anybody to be? Can you write? Do one thing. I mean, if you want to have the questions, maybe if you can't unmute yourself, you can't. I'm also I'm also can't unmute someone else. So if someone wants to speak, can you type it down? Let me ask Mishra sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, I'm here. I'm O.P. Gupta,
Yes, sir.
Professor Engineer O.P. Gupta.
Right, sir.
I just want to some information.
Right.
The paper which you have presented, being a very electrical engineer, you have tested all the works, whether they were connected with the civil engineering, electrical, drainage, recreation, and everything. And even the energy, because you are an electrical engineer. Very good.
Thank
And
you.
I congratulate you on this. But one thing I want to know that you are depending on the solar energy entirely, and the buses, etc., vehicles are there. Have you tried geothermal energy in development of the smart city? Because we have a plenty of geothermal energy which can be taken up from the ground. And I have a proposal, and from Delhi. I'm a chief engineer retired from MCD. So I made a proposal to them that you ask all the building people who are having a house more than 5 square meter, let them have their own geothermal electricity for their own family. Number one. Number two, solar energy, we have to do a lot of work. Each and every pole and you have to raise the poles also. And all infrastructure is there in development of the smart city for maintaining the energy, maintaining and acquiring the solar energy. Why not to go for solar roadways? I have presented a paper also, I have worked over it. The solar energy is cheaper also. The people are solar roadways. And there is no need of the putting any poles. There is no grid station, nothing of there, no power station. And electric charging will be there of the vehicles on the road itself. And just on the road, you are going on, have a 1 point, and energy automatically you charge it. And solar energy cannot be third, whether terrorist is there or any. And moreover, easy of maintenance is very easy. The panels are very easy. If you try for the smart cities, I have recommended in number of smart cities that you go for road solar. I myself is nothing electrical, but I myself is a civil engineer. And I am a senior advisor of the CIDC also.
Okay.
So it is a good that Dr. P.K. Mishraji has always given me a chance, because so far I feel that nothing is, people say nothing is impossible. I say everything is possible. Not only that, I say everything is impossible. Impossible is the military word. When the military people say that we can pass anything, whatsoever is there, you can acquire anything. I am a civil engineer and I know electronic. I have touched computer engineering, and I am doing also nowadays. I am a registrar of the Arbitration Council, and it is all law matter. but I am dealing with it. And I challenge that in the construction, in the advice, the advisor, the guidance with Asi Dr. P.R. Swaroop. Under his guidance and Udit Kolab, chairman of this construction industry. And I say, once I was given a chance, because you are an electrical engineer, you can understand. Being a civil engineer, I was asked that there are some computer engineer MTech, and I have to give them a lecture on computer mechanics. You know, I am a civil engineer. When I have never touched the electronic computer, I don't know even ABC, but I was given 4 days. Within 4 days, I went to Delhi University with certain professors, talked to them, and within 3 days, I can say, and I taught for 2 hours the computer mechanics to them, and I can say, nothing is impossible. You give any, or what is the problem? Problem is there. If electrical engineer there, you give some work of civil engineer, you will say, no, it is not my job. No, it is a civil engineer, it is electrical engineer, it is property engineer. Now, 1 minute I can say that once I was given a job by the ministry because I was in the office, nobody was there. I was asked to reply. It was containing the taxation. I replied it. It went to them. And thereafter, when Narasimha or the Prime Minister called them, they were to reply. Then they took, it was a handwritten, they said type it. When they typed, I said everything was okay. There was 10 questions. I said, well. And at the last, I said, in case the above proposal of the government of India is approved, the collapse of the government cannot be ruled out. This was the paper. And I was called by all, and I was there, and I was placed before them. I said, yes, you have said, if flyover is constructed in South Delhi, you will ask me to pay the tax. Why I should pay? I have a plot. You have said, if any plot is there on 60 feet road, I should pay the commercial tax. Why I should pay? And then I will convert. So the question is, the engineer or anybody, maybe a MBA, maybe a computer engineer, of any engineer, and more of the faculty. Why I joined it? I thanks to Dr. P.K. Mishra, who give me a chance to learn from you people, because I know the faculty is there, and they are very, we have also learned from their faculty. So it is better. I have come here and thanks the P.K. Mishra ji that he is giving me the chance to join every time, and I get it knowledge from you people, and I will utilize that your people definitely. Thank you.
So very, very best thing what you have mentioned right now. There is no limit to learning, and me also, I am thinking like the same way. Till my last breath, I should be learning. Probably it will save my another breath. I will learn to get the last breath nicely. So, and then very well put up that, the thing of things of if you cannot restrict it to a stream. When you are engineer, when I was with IEEE R8 region, the way sir told about, I used to run a campaign walking together in the African and European universities. So whenever I used to go there and talk to the people, I used to tell them that every person born on this earth is an engineer. However, you cannot actually make it out. Your mother is, roasting the roti, and then she knows at what time it has to be flipped. So she is an engineer. How the gas flame has to be controlled. Previously, it used to be all chulhas. तो उसमें वो लकड़ा ऊपर नीचे करके वो बराबर maintain करते थे, and then it used to have this all nice vengeance which we used to eat. So automatically that is the engineering. So every person who is born on this earth is an engineer, and it is not something which is to be on the streams. The engineering subject, when you are taken, is the specialization, and then super specialization is the stream. So my super specialization is electrical and electronics. The super duper specialization is going to be the me. I'm doing the PhD. So automatically everyone is an engineer, and this is what it has to come out from each and every person
Civil
to have
engineering.
this
You have also
in the
touched the
mind.
civil engineering. You have touched the civil
Pardon, sir?
engineering, touched transportation, traffic engineering. All you have touched. Though you are an electrical engineer. So I give a
Sir,
lot of thanks to you
ये सब
that
thank you,
you can do anything. So I
thank
will
you, sir.
try.
Thank you
I'll
very much.
say
With the blessings of sir,
no problem.
जैसे आपने बताया, स्वरूप सर तो है गाइडेंस करने के लिए, मिश्रा जी है, मिश्रा सर है, पीके मिश्रा सर तो आई डोंट नो वो
मिश्रा
उन्होंने क्या वो इतना बताते हैं, मुझे ही थोड़ा सा ऑब्लिगेशन हो जाता है कि अरे क्या सर बता रहे हैं. ही इज सो यू नो हम्बल मॉडेस्ट पर्सन हिमसेल्फ, इज अ ग्रेट पर्सनालिटी. फिर भी वो दूसरे के बारे में बोलना and praising others, this is what the best quality what the person who has reached to an zenith can have. Appreciation, giving an appreciation to the others. बहुत ही छोटा contribution है, फिर भी वो देने का मुझे बताने के लिए chance देते हैं. That is what it's a blessing for me. Thank you मिश्रा सर. स्वरूप सर का तो सब थैंक्स करते हैं और हम मन से थैंक्स करते हैं. थैंक यू गुप्ता सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच. आनंद बाबू सर आपको बोलने वाले थे.
हाँ सर, थैंक्स सर. सर मैं just like to introduce Gupta sir. OP Gupta sir. Sir, he is our senior advisor.
Right.
And Secretary General of International Council of Consultants and acting registrar of CIAC.
Right.
But sir, he has experience of more than 60 years, sir. and sir, in addition to that, he has been decorated by
sir. Sorry, sir. That's my CEO.
Yes, sir. Sir, he has been decorated 4 times by the President of India, sir.
Oh.
By the President of India, sir. 4 times, sir. And he is the only civilian who is recipient of Vishisht Seva Medal, VFM, sir.
Sir, solid. It's a great personality, and then it is like ये बहुत बड़ा ऑनर है कि ऐसा such a great personality is listening to me. कोई बहुत जो भी है वो छोटे मोटे वर्ड्स जो है उन्होंने बात की वो भी बहुत है.
सर ये है सर. So, sir, now I am opening the session for the participants. If there is any query, they may come forward and interact with today's session expert, Engineer Aniruddha Shahpure. Please, sir.
There are questions. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
There is a question in from Ms. Akanksha Bedi. Sir, how we can solve grid synchronization problem when we go for smart grid? As when we talk about smart grid, we want to self-sustain generation of a grid and microgrid. Obviously, there are a lot of systems are available basically for the grid synchronization. The demand and the fault finding. The finding of the fault. There are two different grid macrogrids are going to be the future of the distribution. But generation and transmission are the real, integral part of it. When we are going to have the difference between two grids and the grid synchronization is not possible, then one grid has to go off, or there will be a corrective action of the grid synchronization, a synchronization mechanism where it can be actually taken up and the downtime can be reduced. So these are the predictive models which can be, now the sensors are available to have the 264th harmonic. So when we are going to have these kind of systems which can detect this the highest harmonics may cause some disruption, and we can actually predict those ones, that it can come down to an 64th harmonic and then it can trip. So these predictive models are there, predictive mechanisms are there. However, these are very costly. We need more and more research to have such kind of equipments and implement it. So obviously we can actually connect offline and have more discussion on grid synchronization. I'm not very much expert into it. However, whatever the learnings what I have had in the when I was working with Schneider Electric and then the installations of substations, we can always talk about it. It will be very longer discussions which we can do. The another one is from
okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I want to pursue PhD in the same field, so I would just want to get the more information. Just now, I'm taking this subject in final year.
You can reach me at any time. There is no issue. However, we can actually connect on the online media, and then we can have 1:1 discussion also.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir. Kindly share your email ID, sir.
Sure. Sir, I want to Anand Babu sir ka question hai. Sir, I want to ask about, I stay in Raipur. It's very much dusty, and here a new city is developing, which is to be made smart city. Are you talking about Naya Raipur? So how can we work on this dust and pollution can be reduced? I think I can see you online. Mr. K. Anand Babu, are you talking about Naya Raipur? Yeah, okay. So if you're talking about Naya Raipur, obviously it is the first city which is being planned. I was one of the part of it for with ILFS and Schneider Electric water system, water vertical has been working on the sanitation and water distribution model in Naya Raipur. So got a few idea about it. See, much dusty, and this is the one which basic problem in the type of soils which we get, and the treatment of the soil. I mean, Baki, I will not be able to talk on that particular one. Whenever I have come down here and seen some of the projects, the major problem is happened here is that the soil testing is done very intermittently. It's not done the way it has to be, and this is why but I will just tell you one example out of it. When we have landed here for the first time after my daughter came down to France, and after 3 years, when she was like, she knows about what is happening around at that age, like 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 8 years of age. When we came down, she asked me, Dad, why this car is not stable? Why it is like shaking like this? Why can't it go smooth? So we landed at about 4 o'clock in the morning in Mumbai, and then this is what. So one of my friend is with Halcro at that time, and then he joined Stoop Consultancy. So I have just rang him. I told him, like, I don't want to get into details, but this is what my daughter was telling, and I also have observed. Is my guess right that we don't do the soil testing here while laying the roads and all? He said yes, that is what the main cause is. So there is no soil testing, hence there is no treatment done. If the treatment is not done, it is going to affect that on the upper layer. So I don't know, you are the better to tell me about, and obviously this is what is the observation. The one major thing what I have seen till now, I mean, the nano rail, monorail, which has put in across in Mumbai. Every pole has one square around that. Every pillar of the monorail, on square there is a treatment done. So I asked him why this square is there. What is difference between these two? So he said there is no treatment done on the road. Hence, the pillar was going, I mean, it was not stable. So they have to dig around this and then prepare done the soil, do the soil treatment, and then do it again. So automatically the road difference is there. This is what the practice which always happens when you have no planning. You have no planning done. If you see the education systems, what is happening, we haven't had any planning stream, the urban planning stream till now. I mean, like 10, 15 years back, only the subject has been introduced. The stream has been introduced. We used to, just lay the roads. बाद में फिर मुझे लगता था कि मेरे को यहाँ से पाइप लेके जाना है, तो खोदा रास्ता डाल दिया पाइप. बाद में BSNL आता है, फिर बोलता है मुझे लाइन डालनी है, खोदा रास्ता डाल दिया लाइन. फिर क्या, उसके ऊपर कुछ मट्टी डाल के थोड़ा सीमेंट डाल दिया, डांबर डाल दिया, टार डाल दिया, हो गया. So this is how we are being introduced to the technology, the citizens, not we. I'm talking about not engineers now. I'm talking as a citizen. So engineers की responsibility इतनी भयंकर है, इतनी इतनी जवाबदारी से हमें काम करना है कि ऐसा उंगली कोई उठाना नहीं चाहिए. Because again, I mean, when we are opting for and being an engineer, हमें मेरी दादी ने मुझे पूछा था, तू इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर है, तू टीवी रिपेयर कर सकता है क्या? So I was not having any answer. तो बोलते फिर क्या हुआ? वो मेरा ये रेडियो रिपेयर करने वाला भी टीवी रिपेयर कर सकता है, तू इंजीनियर हो के फायदा क्या? So, ऐसे अगर है तो it's a lot of responsibility on our shoulders of engineers here in this area, in this era, and we have to start it from the planning itself. So obviously the planning is the most important thing which we have to do, and you are right on the track, Anbabu sir. You have to write down these ones, all these, to the municipal corporation. There are ways which can be all these things can be addressed. If you have any kind of solutions for it, you bring those to the cities. They will implement it. They will try to implement it. If they cannot, they will create a fund for it. Probably they will have CSR. They will have. There are so many ways, so many schemes which are available. You can come up with your solution it can be actually taken, it can be addressed, it can be implemented. We are doing this one same this Mera Thela, what you have seen, that was from the one of the smart city fellows. The idea was from the smart city fellows. Then we have prepared then we have flourished the idea in terms of it, and then we have prepared the application. So this is what we have to do: come up with the solution. If you don't have, then address it to the particular authority. There definitely will be an action. So this is what I wanted to say about it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I think those are the only two questions we were having. I will share the PPT with Mishra sir, and automatically I will share my email ID. My email ID. You can reach it to me. Maybe you can reach it to me. Reach it to me this. You can be my LinkedIn connect. I think, Mishra sir, we can close.
Yes, sir. There is no any question at this time. And if we will receive any question regarding to your session, then I will definitely ask your support for the response. So, sir, with these words, I would like to express our gratitude on behalf of All India Council for Technical Education and the Construction Industry Development Council, and from our participants also. So, sir, really we are very thankful that you have joined our session as an expert today. Thanks, sir.
Sir Gupta sir को यहाँ से नमस्कार sir. Thank you very much for listening and for your kind words and guidance. I will be looking forward to it, sir. PK sir, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this, and thank you very much, audience, to listen to me. And then any questions, you please reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.